church. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love my church.
Well, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to St. James Family Worship, the perfect place for people who aren't. I thank God you've taken the time to be a part of this devotional review. We had a glitch just a minute ago, but thank God we were able to fix it, and we are on live right now here at St. James Family Worship. This is day 223. Day 223 of our Open Door Devotional Review. And tonight, our topic that we will be dealing with on tonight, let me get here. There we go. Get refueled God's way. Get refueled God's way. Hello to everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful, phenomenal day today, and I pray that God has blessed you real good. Let's get started tonight. Again, day 223. Get refueled God's way. In the book of Lamentations, the 3rd chapter, verses 22 through 24, the Bible says, because of the Lord's faithfulness, God's faithful love, we do not perish, or his mercies never end. Let me start over. Let me read that again. Because of the Lord's faithfulness. One more time. We glitching. Because of the Lord's faithful love, we do not perish, for his mercies never end. They're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say, the Lord is my portion. Therefore, I will put my hope in him. Wow. Mercy. God's mercies are new and fresh every morning for us. And because his mercies are fresh and new every morning, we aren't consumed, the Bible says. We can't say enough about God's mercy. It is because of his mercy we have hope. Hope for salvation, hope for redemption, and the blessed hope of life everlasting in the resurrection. Mercy is God's nature. It's also his character. He's always merciful, faithful, and he's always good. We, on the other hand, are sinful people, and we absolutely do not deserve the goodness, the grace, the mercy, and the love our Father shows to us. When we stray, and we do so often, you do it just like I do it, we've all sinned, his merciful his mercy, it calls us back to him, and it shows us inconceivable love. Love that we just can't understand, and grace and mercy. Mercy is God's compassion and kindness shown to us, although it is of his power to punish us if he wanted to, and judge us, and he could really harm and hurt us if he wanted to, but he uses mercy. He's exhibiting mercy. Thank God for mercy. God's mercy is an act meant to relieve us from our suffering. I'm going to say that again. God's mercy is an act meant to relieve all of us from our suffering. All of us suffering in this life, and we will as long as we're in this body. But God is able to pull us out of the suffering we deal with. Our suffering sometimes drain us. You ever just got into a situation that something got you into a slump and it just drained the life out of you almost? When we become drained spiritually and emotionally, we have to go to God for refueling. That's what we're talking about tonight, refueling God's way. Just like your body needs refueling on a daily basis, so does your spirit and soul. That's where our key verse comes into play tonight. Our key verse says, his mercies are never ending. They're fresh and new every morning. Therefore, refueling is not an issue. Why is refueling not an issue? Because God's filling station of mercy never runs out. You don't have to worry about pulling up to the filling station of God's mercy and there not be any mercy left, because his mercy is never ending. You may go places to shop or eat, and the establishment may be out of a particular item, and you're like, I really wanted that item. But God in his mercies, he's always stocked up on mercy. The reason he's so stocked up on mercy is we need it. Yes, you need it and I need it. We need God's mercy. We need his compassion because we're all sinners saved by grace. We all fall short. We all need another chance. Anybody besides me ever needed another chance? Man, I need another chance, a second chance. I blew the second chance and needed a third chance. We all need another chance. And through his mercy, we receive another chance. And our key verse says he's faithful, meaning he's not wishy-washy. He's not wishy-washy. He's consistent. He's consistent in his mercies. Watch this. Don't use that fact that God is merciful and faithful as an excuse to sin. Yes, he's merciful, but don't use it as an excuse to sin. Don't take the attitude that I know God is merciful. I know God is forgiving. So I'm going to go ahead and do this ungodly deed because I know he's faithful and he's forgiving. And he's going to forgive me because he's a merciful God. Galatians 5:13 deals with that, and it says, for you have been called to live in freedom, my brother and my sister. But don't use your freedom to satisfy your sinful nature. Instead, use your freedom to serve one another in love. I want to rephrase that as I get ready to go tonight. I want to say it this way. For you have been called to live in God's mercy, my dear brother and my dear sister. But don't use God's mercy as a reason and an excuse to satisfy your sinful nature. Instead, use God's mercy as a reason to serve God, worship God, and serve one another. Well, God bless you and God keep you is indeed my prayer for all of you tonight. God bless you. Have a good evening.